And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. All right, boys, 5 CS2 skin trends that will make me a lot of money in 2025 and beyond. Let's get it, boys. Let's do it. Boom. It's going to be a kind of a shorter stream today. We're not going to spend too much time with Q&A. We'll do that for a separate video. You guys can always join my Discord server and leave a comment on any of my videos if you want to, like, ask more questions and, you know, take this conversation offline. But for now, I'm going to share with you guys these 5 tips here that are really going to help you out. And in my opinion, these 5 tips are going to make me and anybody that follows them a lot of money in the next couple of years. And we're going to start with 5 and work our way up. So hopefully you guys are excited. Let's get some fire emojis in the chat. Guys, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you guys are new here. Let's get it, guys. So the first the first trend or the skin that I'm going to be investing heavily for the next couple of years is I'm going to be following and jumping on the Armory item cycles trend. I'm going to be investing in anything that gets thrown at us from the Armory. So basically what that means is any collection that gets introduced to the Armory, I'm treating it as if they're gonna get rid of it, basically. So if there's a skin collection that gets added into the Armory, I'm investing in it, period. I'm gonna be buying the light blues and the cheaper skins primarily. But then I will also be adding to the coverts, also adding a bit to the coverts or the high tiers. So I'm covering my bases. I'm covering my bases, high tier and low tier skins from these Armory collections. So basically what I'm saying is I'm going to be going in here and I'm going to be taking a look at all of these collections. I'm going to be going in here and going after the light blues and just investing in the cheapest ones possible for as low of a price as I can get it. Anytime there's a dip, anytime these items go down in value, I'm going to be accumulating more and more shares. For those of you that are wondering why, we can direct your attention to the following. So if you look at past majors or past operations, if you look at the MP7 Scorch, the past consumer grade for a Norse collection, if you look at the lifetime chart, these things were 9 cents. And then look at that. They went up 5x, 10x. They went up a lot of value. You don't think that the same thing's going to happen because, you know, it was a very, very old operation and very few people were investors back then? That's fine. Let's take a look at the next skin. Let's take a look at Army Sheen from the Control collection. It is a more modern collection from Broken Fang. Look at that. It was 11 cents. It went up to $1. That is a 10x, ladies and gentlemen. So these things do work. Even the cheapest, most ugliest skins do work over the long run. The key is you have to get rid of them. And if you're like me, who thinks that they're going to come in cycles, you think that they're going to cycle through different collections through the Armory over the next couple of years, this is how you're going to make money. When new stuff gets added into the Armory and stuff gets removed and added, you invest in the new stuff, the cheap stuff, the low price stuff, and then when they get removed, that is when you will make your profit. It may take a couple of years, but hey, I mean a 10x in 2, 3, 4 years. Who doesn't want that? So that's what I'll be doing with the Armory cycles. I'll be investing in anything that comes into the Armory and, you know, gets removed. That's number 1, guys. Number 4 trend, or sorry, that's number 5. The number 4 trend that I'm really eyeing right now are Dopplers. So many of you guys, Doppler skins and Doppler knives. So there's a lot of like speculation that we may see like the first Doppler weapon. We may see like Glock 18 rubies and Glock 18 Dopplers and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily believe that, but who knows? Anything can happen. We already have a Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, so anything is technically possible. But I'm more interested in the knives personally, or the cases that these knives are found in. And the reason I'm choosing to go with Doppler instead of Gamma Doppler for number 4 is because these knives still don't look perfect. In CS2, they look good, don't get me wrong, but they're not as good as they looked in CSGO, especially the sapphires. Valve still have to fix the sapphires. These things look absolutely hideous. They don't look like sapphires. Maybe a little bit here in the center, it looks like a real sapphire, but on other parts of the skin, it doesn't. So I'm going on a limb here, right? And I'm just gonna say that I am anticipating that Valve fixes these skins, fixes the Dopplers, improves them, makes them look nicer, and in doing so, that should drive demand back to these knives. So I'm anticipating that the cases that these knives are found in, as well as the knives themselves, will have another bull run. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year, but over the long run, I think that they will do very well, especially when we get new maps that have good lighting, like train, like the new train map. These skins, these Dopplers are very shiny, and they'll do very well. If you can't invest in Doppler knives, and you can't afford rubies and sapphires and phase 2s and what have you, then I highly recommend you take a look at the cases that these knives are found in. So you can indirectly invest in these knives by buying the cases. So I think investing in some of these cases, like the Chroma case, the Chroma 2, Chroma 3, any case that contains Dopplers is fair game. So that's another trend that I will be investing in over the next couple of years. And yeah, I think that Doppler skins will continue to grow in popularity, and they'll do pretty darn well. Let me pop out the chat and say hello to you guys. I know I feel like I'm blitzing through this, guys. Steven Raid, thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like the stream. Welcome, everyone. I'm giving you guys 5 CS2 trends for skins that I'm going to be watching out for in the next couple of years. What's up, Rom? How you doing, bro? My brother has a $700 budget to invest. What was your suggestion? So, like I said, I'm giving you guys 5 trends here that I think are gonna play out over the next 5 years or so, and it's your job as the investor to pick the one or the couple that resonates with you. Everybody is different. These are just investment ideas that I'm thinking of putting money to work, and I think I'm gonna be making a decent amount of money. I'm already doing a lot with Armory, and you know, I'm looking for attractive entry points for some of these skins here in number 4. With that being said, Evan, what's up, bro? How you doing? Robco, welcome, guys. For which is the best Chroma? The cheapest. Go with the cheapest case possible for Chroma. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one you go for. Go for cheapest. Cheap, lowest price. Any of the cases is fine. They all contain the same knives. So any of these Chromas is fair game. Get it as low as possible. With that said, let's keep going. Vanilla knives. Yes, any vanilla knife case is fair game too. With that being said, let's move on to number 3. So we already talked about Doppler skins. We already said how I think a trend in the future is going to be Dopplers. But what if I'm wrong? What if they don't fix Dopplers? What if they don't fix sapphires and rubies and they actually still remain ugly and people don't like them? What if the trend stays the same and Gamma Doppler is king? So number 4 is Gamma Doppler, and the reason Dreams and Nightmares cases are so popular right now is because of Gamma Dopplers. They look stunning in CS2, especially the Butterfly Emerald, which is only found in 2 cases, one that's dropping and one that is not dropping. You want to guess which case is still dropping? It's the Dreams and Nightmares case. That's why it's so expensive and so desirable. So I predicted in the next, couple of years, we're going to still continue to see demand for Gamma Dopplers. So because of that, I'm going to be investing heavily into Gamma cases. Gamma cases, like the Gamma case, the Gamma 2 case. I think any case that contains Gamma finishes, whether it's, Riptide cases or Dreams and Nightmares cases, is a pretty decent investment. My only caveat is the Dreams and Nightmares case is kind of tough to invest in because it's still dropping and we don't know when they're going to get rid of it, and I would say it's probably safer to avoid it. I know everybody wants to pile in on Dreams and Nightmares. It's a great case. It's a popular case. It's, it's very expensive, but it's risky. You have to understand it is risky, so please invest at your own peril. I am personally going to be taking a look at Gamma cases. So I'm a huge fan of Gamma. I'm a huge fan of Chroma. These are 2 really, really big trends that will continue in my opinion. I predict that we're going to see Cash this year. We're going to see an updated Cash, guys. If you guys have played Cash in CSGO, you know that that map is green. You know that that map has some pretty cool colors, some green colors to it, yellow colors to it. Gamma Dopplers and Emeralds are going to look really good. New players and pro players and anybody playing this game on Cash are going to want the higher tier green skins, which are the Gamma Dopplers. So I'm a huge, huge believer that Gamma Doppler trend is going to continue over the next couple of years. I also think that because, again, we will see a Train 2025 updated collection, before the next major, very, very likely that we see new skins for the train collection. There's a good chance, we will see an M4 A1S Gamma Doppler, similar to the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, which was found in the previous version of the train collection. Remember, guys, the last Operation Riptide, we had a Glock 18 Gamma Doppler and a Glock 18 Emerald in that collection? Well, now for the same map, the train, we may see 2025 updated with M4A1S, another green emerald type skin. So yeah, investing in these types of assets, these types of trends is something that I particularly am a fan of. What does no cash this year? What does map have to do with skins? You do realize that you play the map with skins. Like when you join a map, you know you can equip skins and play on the map, right? And you know, when there's a nice green map, people want to have green skins. And have you joined Train, my friend? Like, open up CSGO right now, CS2. Hop into Train and see how beautiful your Dopplers look. See how beautiful your emeralds look. See how beautiful your fades look, or your really, really shiny hollow stickers from Kato or from whatever major, right? Like, see how good they look on Train. If you think Valve are gonna add new maps and game modes in the next couple of years that are just as good as that new Train map is, with the rain and the effects, and you think that's the future of CS with those very, very beautiful resolution looking maps, then yeah, you best believe that these shiny skins like the Dopplers and the Gammas are gonna be in demand. People are gonna want these high tier skins. That's just the bottom line. I don't know what to tell you. Is the M401S Blue Phosphor a sleeper? Absolutely it is. Blue Phosphor is a great looking skin. Absolutely. The only problem with the Blue Phosphor, it's already appreciated quite a bit. It's already kind of expensive, so you got to be careful with that. Maybe wait for a dip if possible, or just, you know, take it at face value and just buy it now and hold it for a couple of years. And I mean, you get yourself a really nice play skin. So that's my, those are my, you know, number 5, number 4, and number 3 trends that I'm going to be eyeing and making moves. And I think that they're going to do very well over the next couple of years. Then we should invest in the 2021 Train collection. Yes, I've been preaching that on my YouTube channel. You know, skins in the Train 21 collection are probably going to do very well once we get an updated Train collection. Absolutely. So Gamma Dopplers, from the, you know, the Glock 18 Gamma Dopplers to the whiteouts to those, any of those skins in the Train collection are in my opinion, really, really good investments long term. I think the Moss Quartz looks, in CS2 looks way better than in Go. It definitely had an improvement, you know. The Moss Quartz does look better. You're not wrong. With that being said, I know it's late for some of you guys, so I'm gonna make it a shorter stream today. But let's move on to number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2 is gonna be pretty interesting, pretty spicy. You can also do it like that one guy who bought all the Bravo passes and is now controlling the market, has 95%. No. I want to invest in items that people want, that there's demand. I want there to be liquidity. I want there to be volume. If I'm going to be the only one who's going to be buying and then hoping that I'm going to have buyers come in, that's not how I operate. As an investor, I don't operate on could, should, would. I operate on what is. I'm going to be fishing where the fish are. You know what I mean? Where there's actual volume. So you could do that, or you can go where there's demand. I like to invest in demand. Items that have demand, period. So let's keep going here. Number 2, I'm going for charms. Now, before you click away from this video, just hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. First of all of these 5 tips, these are just my predictions. These are just my opinions. Anything can happen. For all I know, charms could be the worst investment known to man, and this video will come and bite me in the butt in a couple of years. I don't care. All I know is, historically speaking, guys, let me just have an open mind, guys. Remember, have an open mind. Historically speaking, when Valve adds new items, or, you know, assets, or types of items, right? Like new types of items, right? We've had agents added to the game. We've had patches over the years added to the game. We've had stickers back in 2024 added to the game. Whenever they add something new, even graffitis, low-key, like even graffitis, whenever they add these new assets, usually what happens is they either stick or they don't stick. Stickers stuck, agents so far have stuck, patches sort of stuck, graffitis did not stick. But what all of these have in common is that they were all laughed at. When they initially were added to the game, people were laughing at them, were saying, this is stupid, this is not a good idea, like, who wants this stuff, like, why bother, like, why should I invest, or why should I buy, nobody's gonna want them in the future. And guess what? All of these items have long since appreciated in value over the years, and if you had bought early when people were snickering and laughing and, like, you know, being negative, then you would have made a lot of money. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing with charms. I'm gonna be investing in the high tier charms, in particular high tier charms. I'm thinking your hot howls. I'm thinking your what's the other one? The other sausage one. I'm thinking of your die-cast AKs. I'm thinking of any sort of charm that is more like covert. Your baby CT carrot, or your semi-precious. Semi-precious is a high tier one in my opinion, if I can spell precious. So take a look at the higher tier charms, the ones that have like the ones that have lower supply, if you will, the ones that most collectors are gonna want in the future. Because keep in mind, just because you don't like charms, just because you don't use charms, doesn't mean that nobody likes charms. And that's the key, guys. Remember, there were a lot of people who said nobody wants patches. Nobody cares for patches. Patches suck. I hate patches. I'm never gonna use patches. And guess what? Some of those patches, the higher tier ones, they went up substantially over the last couple of years. Why? Because there's collectors, there's investors, there's hoarders, and there's very few of them in circulation. Now, charms are a little bit different. You can detach them. They're not consumable. Patches are consumable. The saving grace for charms is that they are pattern based, so they vary in color and shapes, or not shapes, but like in appearance, right? So you got to be very picky when you pick charms. You have to pick ones that have higher, higher rarity, or sorry, yeah, something that's more rare and it's scarce, right? So you have to be a little bit picky with charms. But I think that if you follow this here and you be selective on what you buy, you'll be pretty surprised. And I'd be willing to bet that, like, yeah, in a couple of years, we're gonna look back and say that, yeah, charms was a very good investment, just like agents were a very good investment, just like patches were, and stickers, etc. So, that's what I will go with. Comrade says, it's me, your fellow mod. What's up, Comrade? How you doing, bro? Hey, Fano, do you know of the CS stock tracker? It shows you... I do not know. No, I have not used CS stock tracker. You're gonna have to DM me. People were laughing about gloves. Yes! Guys, I remember when the glove case came out, it was like a 3-cent case. 3 cents, chat. Nobody cared about gloves. Everybody was laughing at, oh, this is just another money grab valve. Nobody wanted it. These are weird. These, like, colorful hands, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward 10 years later, and look at where we are now. Gloves that are selling for tens of thousands of dollars. The glove case was like thousands of percentage points higher than it was many years ago. So, yeah, I think that... If you think about it, guys, like, yeah, charms, like I said, no guarantees. This is not financial advice by any stretch of the imagination, ladies and gentlemen, but these are just 5 trends that I'm willing to put some money to work, willing to take take some risk, take a shot at it. These are 5 trends that in the future, I think that this is the direction that CS2 is heading. So if you agree, then these are the types of items that you will be going after. Hey, Fano, can you please rate my inventory investment-wise? I posted in the Discord stream chat. Kyoto, not on this stream, unfortunately. This is going to be a shorter live stream. We'll do a different live stream for Q&A, and we'll do more stuff later. But for this stream, I kind of just want to, like, get through this material and keep it on topic for now. So now, number 1, guys. Number 1. And this one is a little controversial. You may argue with me whether it belongs at number 1 or not. It really does, I mean, this varies greatly, but in any event, number 1, guys, Revolver cases. Now, hear me out. This doesn't mean that I am super bullish on Revolver cases and they're gonna, like, make you a millionaire. No. Revolver cases are one of those types of cases where historically they've done well, and I'll tell you why they've done well. So, first and foremost, one of the reasons they've done very well historically, reason A, is because they are rare. They are a rare drop with old OG knives. OG knives, you're thinking of your Karambit vanillas, you're thinking of your, Karambit fades, you're thinking of your blue gem case-hardened, case hardened karambits, right? 387, for those of you that know, you know. So, you know, it has these rare knives in them, and there's just always going to be demand for opening rare knives. I mean, that's just the way it is. People are always going to want to get a rare knife, an old knife. So I think that these are going to do very well over the long run, but that's not even the main reason why I'm investing in them. This is the reason they keep going higher with each and every year that goes by. But another reason that they go higher is because of social demand. And what I mean by social demand is trends. I'm talking about streamer trends. I don't know if you guys watch Onapixel over on Twitch. He is a big #1 CS2 streamer in our game, basically, and he opens these like crazy. He loves them. He promotes them. He keeps opening them. Just the other day, I saw him opening like hundreds of them, a couple hundred or so, just for fun, I guess. There's gonna be demand, continued demand, from Onapixel. So if Ona continues to open them, then there's going to be more eyeballs on these cases. There's going to be more people talking about these cases, and this should push, you know, the prices to go even higher. As, you know, it just makes sense. As long as people still see this case, see a big hotshot streamer opening them, they're going to, you know, think, oh, if he's opening it, maybe I might try to open it. Maybe I'll try to copy him. Maybe I'll try to get us 387. Maybe I'll do it, you know? So I think that, yeah, the social trends and demand, don't underestimate demand, guys. Streamer trends are real, and I think they will continue with Revolver cases, which is why I like them. I also like that they're pretty cheap. I like that they are cheap relative to other cases. Like, you know, breakouts and glove cases. They've already, you know, doubled. You should have been buying glove cases at $3, $4. Now they're already kind of expensive. So I like Revolver cases that they're a little bit cheaper. So I'm a big fan of Revolver cases personally. So I think that, yeah, aside from all these other cases that I talked about, like the chromas and the Dopplers, the gammas, the skins, the Armory cycle skins, and then obviously going after social sentiment and streamer demand type Revolver cases. I think those are 5 really, really good trends that you could see a lot of potential in the next couple of years. And I'm going to be investing in all of them pretty much. I'm going to be putting a big emphasis right now on Armory, but when the Armory items get removed or replaced, I'm going to, you know, try to branch out a little bit. And, you know, here's the trick, guys. I'm going to show you guys the trick. Watch this and hear me out, guys. This is very, very important. Are you guys ready for this? Watch this. So think of number 5. Think of Armory items, like the light blues, the very cheap items from Armory that's like new, has super high supply, everybody's buying them, yada, yada, yada. Very cheap, right? Think of them as your low market cap cryptos. If anybody's in the crypto space, you know that there's, you know, large market cap cryptos, you know, like Bitcoin and Ethereum that everybody knows about, and then there's like little doggy coins that nobody has ever heard of, and it's a complete scam, right? So hear me out. Number 5 is like your very, very volatile, very low price, very cheap meme coins, right? And you're going to be putting most of your money, or a lot of your money, into them initially because they have the potential for growth. Number 5 is where the real growth is. Number 5, growth. However, when you experience said growth and you make your 10, 20, 50% gains, start taking some money off the table and pushing that money into places like old, established, rare, more expensive cases, like the chroma cases, some of the Doppler skins, like a blue phosphor, like some gamma Dopplers, maybe some Train 2021 collections, like an Emerald Glock. You take some of those profits over the next couple of months and years, and you funnel it into some of these other, CS2 trends, and you park some money there. And that's how you get rich, because these items will fluctuate. They'll be very cheap in the short term. People will, dunk on them, say that they're bad investments, yada, yada, yada. But guess what? Inevitably, they get removed. Inevitably, they get used in trade-ups. People open cases. Supply goes down. Once they're removed, they are removed for good, and they get cycled. And that's what I think. I think that's what's going to happen. In the next couple of years, they're going to use the Armory as a way to cycle new content into the game and keep the game fresh by updating these items with new collections, new different items that you can collect for a period of time, whether it's a couple months, whether it's half a year. I don't know how long it's going to take, but once they're gone, they are gone, ladies and gentlemen. Supply is capped and only going down. So that's why I am buying and investing heavily, and I'm going to be prioritizing number 5, but then also moving money into these other ones too for continued long-term growth, and then just, you know, park cash basically. You know, you're parking cash for better opportunity. You're parking cash into something that has a lot of demand. That's what trends are for. Trends means demand, means people are talking about it, right? So it's a no-brainer for me, and this is my strategy going forward. Let's do a couple of chats here. Let's see what you guys are saying. Does this make sense, guys? Does this philosophy make sense? Let me know, guys. Let me know. There's 70 people watching, 24 likes. Hit the like button, guys. Please, please, please. That helps the channel grow. Should I sell my Vertigo 2021 investment? Probably not, my friend. Probably not. The problem with Vertigo is it has low demand, but very low supply. So the supply is what's causing the price to be elevated, not the demand. That being said, Vertigo is about to be removed from Premier. It's about to be removed from competitive gameplay, and potentially that could see a resurgence in, you know, demand for some of these older collectible collections. So yeah, it may see a pump, it may see a rise. I wouldn't go all in because they're already very expensive, but I definitely wouldn't sell right now. Talk to me, how many Revolver cases are we buying? As many as you can afford, my guy. As many as you can afford. Honestly, with the Revolver cases, you guys need to understand. Wait for dips. Don't just rush and buy things when prices are rising. Any of these items, all of these trends, you want to wait for good entry points. Your entry point is the most important thing, if you ask me. Your entry point is the most important thing. I've already done the homework and given you guys the reasons for these items, and now it's your job to be patient, to be calm, to not chase, to wait, see what Valve does, see if I am right, and then adjust your strategy depending on what Valve gives us. That's what investors do. They analyze the economics, they analyze the markets, they analyze the economy, they see what's happening in the world, and they make a decision as to where, you know, the country's stock market is heading, where the economy is heading, what to invest in, what trends to invest in, whether it be AI, technology, what have you, healthcare. So keep that in mind, guys. Your entry point is the most important thing, guys. Wait for dips. Wait for dips, guys. Please, please, please wait for dips. These Armory items, we're not done with Armory, guys. We're not done with Armory. 4 days remaining. I will be shocked if they get rid of all of these items. Shocked. There's no way they're getting rid of everything in the Armory in 4 days. They are going to get rid of the Deagle in 4 days, but not everything, guys. So please, if items like the gallery case start falling, start crashing, use that as a buying opportunity for long-term investments and yeah, investing in growth. You want to grow, especially if you don't have a lot of cash in CS. You want to grow. Then once you've done this a couple of times, once you've invested for a couple of years, you become like me, where you can start funneling some of your profits, some of your growth into the coverts, into the more expensive discontinued items. You start putting it into the Op Princes, into the Medusas, into the Howls, into the Dragon Lures. You start pushing that money into, you know, rarer, more expensive items that shouldn't be as volatile, shouldn't be as risky, and should continue to rise over the future, over the long run. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. Your entry point is super important. Please wait for a dip, guys. Don't rush to invest in any of these investments that I've talked to you guys about. These are 5 CS2 trends to watch out for. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the chat. Are restricted Armory skins good investments? They are, but guys, we've done the numbers. We've looked at past collections. I'm telling you, the cheapest ones, while nobody likes them, they tend to outperform the others. That doesn't mean that you should only buy the cheapest ones. You can still buy restricted, you can still buy mil specs. Just understand that on a total return basis, if you look at the lowest price of the light blues compared to the lowest price of the pinks or the reds, the lowest price skins tend to give you the biggest return. So you invest the same amount of money, you're going to end up with more money if you invested more into the cheaper ones. It's just the way it is, guys. It's simple math. It's entry point, guys. It's mathematics. However, you have to understand that if you buy the cheaper ones, you're going to have to store them. You're going to have to buy more of them. So it's a bigger hassle. I'm not saying to only buy the cheap ones. I'm just giving you guys like a nuanced explanation. When you buy the more expensive items, there's less hassle. There's less storage containers, right? So keep that in mind. If you want something that's a little bit more expensive, take a look at this Desert Eagle Tilted. It's a very, very nice Desert Eagle skin. I'm going to be investing heavily into this particular skin for a variety of reasons, obviously. One of which is it looks absolutely stunning. And it is a very, very, in my opinion, higher demand skin. Like, it's one of the best skins in this collection for a lot of people. So find those skins, those pockets in these collections, and wait for dips and start buying. And then once you've purchased them, guys, I want to make something very crystal clear. Once you have purchased your investments, right, you gotta understand, or you need to set an exit strategy. So for some of you, this may be the first time you've heard of this concept of an exit strategy, right? But I'm gonna walk you through it. So let's say you buy a bunch of these light blue skins for 20 cents, right? Let's say you go into the Armory and you buy this tiger stencil for 20 cents, right? You buy like 10 of them or 100 of them. I don't know how many you're gonna buy, but I'm giving you guys an example, right? So let's say you buy 100 of them, right? So you buy 100 of them, and let's say you get them for 20 cents, and then you wait, and you wait, and you wait a couple of months, you wait a couple of maybe years, and then the price reaches $1. Well, simple math means that you've made a 5x return on your money. That being said, though, you don't have to wait until it reaches $1 to sell all of your investments. Now, if you knew ahead of time that it was going to reach $1 and there's going to be demand for it, you probably would be waiting and waiting and waiting, but that's kind of difficult. Like, timing the market is very difficult. So what I would recommend is to sell at increments. Sell at, at 40 cents, sell at 60 cents, sell at 80 cents, and sell at $1. And what I mean by that is you have 100, right? Maybe you sell 25 at 40 cents. And then when the price goes even higher, you sell like to 50 or 60 cents, you sell 25 more. And then at 80 cents, you sell 25. And then at $1, you sell 25. That's called locking in gains. And that's a good exit strategy so that you don't miss out on the return. You guys need to understand that you only make money when you sell. You only make money when you sell. On paper, it doesn't matter if you're up 100, 1,000, 2,000, as long as you are still in that investment, you're not locking in any gains, you haven't made any profit yet. So keep that in mind, guys. Definitely take profits for a lot of these items. Take profits. Understand how to take profits. Do you guys follow? Do you guys follow along? Are you guys getting value from this video? What about fracture cases? Fracture cases are pretty cheap. I'll be honest with you, I don't really touch those cases. I think there's better investments out there, in my opinion. Is now a good time to buy Armory skins? Now is not a good time to buy Armory skins. Wait for 4 days, my guy. Wait for 4 days. See what happens in 4 days to the Deagle. See what happens to prices in 4 days, and then purchase. Or you don't have to rush, guys. You don't have to rush. Danny says, I just joined the stream. My question is if I should trade my Sticker Capsule 2 for 27 little Ava Charms right now. Probably not right now. Wait for Charms to start crashing in price. Your Sticker Capsule 2 will most likely not crash in the near term. Your Charms may crash in the near term. I really want to emphasize may. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see into the future. That being said, the probability of your of them crashing is higher than your sticker 2s. You hold your sticker 2s, you wait, you're parked in those sticker 2s, and then if there's a dip, you buy. You always buy the dip. Do you think that buying Blue Gem Heat Traded is a good investment? Over the next couple of years, yes. Yes, I do. I am a big believer in limited edition collection. 4 days remaining. I think this Deagle is a good buy. Don't listen to the naysayers, guys. Don't listen to the people that are saying, oh, it has trillions of them in circulation. It's a bad investment. There's so many dropped. Not necessarily, guys. Not necessarily. That doesn't mean you should put all your money on it. That doesn't mean you should go all in on it. There's still risk involved, obviously. But I still think buying a couple in a good pattern, in a good float, is probably a shrewd investment. And that's what I'll be doing. And I think we'll make money. Horizon cases, very cheap cases. Vanilla knives, I like Horizon cases, bro. I forgot to say hi. No, you're good, Danny. You're good, man. No worries, no worries. I'm here to help you guys make good investments. What is better, to invest in field tested or minimum wear? Field tested has higher liquidity, guys. When you're investing in the Armory collections, right? The skin collections, when investing in the weapon skins from the collections, field tested skins have higher volume and supply, so you can just buy more of them, and there's going to be more buyers for them. That doesn't mean only you should buy only field testeds, but you can buy only field testeds, and they're cheaper too. So my strategy is buying, you know, field tested and above for the cheapest price possible. So you got to do the research and find the best place to buy them from and at the lowest prices, and it's a numbers game. Buy as many as you can. That's the strat. Is a Desert Hydra a good investment? It's a good skin. It's a good play skin. I don't know if it's gonna like significantly rise from here, but I'd have to look at its chart. I'd imagine, you know, over the next couple of years it rises. But the thing with these, you guys need to understand is, when I bought my Prince, I didn't buy it to get rich. I bought it because I wanted to park cash into something that's already expensive and that will not like destroy my wealth, and that will look good, and that I could use in my games, and yada yada yada. You guys get the point. So the value in buying a Desert Hydra is that you get to have a really, really nice looking skin that a lot of people want, and it's going to be pretty stable. You know, when new Armory items get added, it's not going to fully crash because it's still pretty rare and, you know, low supply and covert, high demand. So that's my philosophy. Yeah, buy a Desert Hydra for a couple of years. You'll probably make some money, if you time it right. If you buy now and, you know, we get another bull market, you know, bull cycle, you'll probably be able to sell it for a higher price and make a profit. But that's not how you should be thinking about it, guys. You should be thinking about looking for opportunities on the more growthier type assets, the growthier type items that you can invest in, and then put your money into like more expensive, less growth but more stable investments. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. That's I'm trying my best to explain it. What do you think about charms as an investment? I love charms, bro. Charms they're 50-50. They either do really, really well or they don't do much at all. I still put them on my list of trends that I think will play out, and there's gonna be money to be made, but I can't say for sure. You never know. There's always a chance that they don't. Desert Hydra comes back all the time. What do you mean it comes back all the time? In the souvenir, but not in the I'm talking non-souvenir, my friend. Non-souvenir, my guy. I don't invest in souvenir skins. I always invest in non-souvenir, the ones that can be used in trade-ups, the ones that are actually rare. Mr. Stabby, how you doing, bro? How's it going, man? Well, thanks so much for popping into the stream. I have a YOLO for you to hear. I bought 5,000 NaCl graffitis a year ago at 3 cents. That's the salt graffiti. See, when Steam changed how the drop works 1.5 years ago, they changed how the supply there's only one color for the salty graffiti, the white shark. So I bought 5,000 of them when they were 65K on the market. Now there's just over 10K left on the open market. TikTok, W or L for a degen investment. That's a W investment, bro. See, it's little things like that, little collector's items like that, things that become discontinued like that. And you know, there's value there. There's value in the cheaper stuff. There's value in the limited stuff, guys. W investment. And like I said, this is by no means a comprehensive list. There is probably another case that is similar to the Revolver case that you can invest in. This is just an example. There are many charms you can invest in, and you have to, you know, pick your exact charm, pick your exact pattern, and do your research there. Gamma Dopplers. I mean, there's only a handful of cases that contain Gamma Dopplers, but you can also pick other skins that are similar to Gamma Dopplers. Let's see here. L, good luck selling that garbage. Which garbage? What are you talking about? You're talking about the graffitis? They sell. Now, here's the thing, though. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with your investment. Like, on paper, you may be up a lot, but you also have to be mindful of how you sell. So, graffitis is a tough one. Graffitis, depending on the graffiti, obviously, you gotta be cautious. So you gotta do your homework there. Is investing in the Op Pop or the P2000 Space Race a good investment? Well, the Op Pop is already kind of expensive. The P2K Space Race is new, so I would go after the newer one over the old one, but I think both are going to rise in value. I think both will do well. The Desert Eagle Tilted might actually be a very good investment. It's a cheap deagle that is hella clean, field tested. Yes, if you can find a low float, field tested tilted, money printer. The risk of Valve releasing a new case with the OG knives in some years, if all of them, is probably kind of expensive. The likelihood that they release OG knife finishes with vanilla skins is very, very, very unlikely, guys. They're probably not going to do that. They're probably not going to do that, my friend. Is the graffiti still 3 cents with the supply of 15K and the other supplies? I'd have to look at the site. I'd have to look at the market. I'm not too familiar with the graffiti that he was talking about, but I mean, Shattered Web graffitis were amazing investments if you had purchased them at the right time. Again, do your homework, look at the skins, make sure it has sound fundamentals, and don't be afraid to put money to work on some of these more growthier type items. What's your opinion on the kilowatt case? It's way, way, way too common. It's still droppable. It's not really too expensive, but no, I'm not interested in something like that at the moment. It's still too new. Let's see here. The sealed graffiti NaCl, the shark white. See, I'm not really too familiar with that particular item. I'd have to look at the market charts, my friend. What do you think about buying skins from the Cobblestone collection? Again, if you buy a skin from the Cobblestone collection, it's like buying a Prince. It's like buying a Howl. It's like buying an Orion. You're buying something that is discontinued and old and rare. And it's not to make a lot of money, but it's to park money, to preserve your wealth. You're buying these skins to preserve capital. You're not buying these skins to become super filthy rich. Hopefully that makes sense. But I like Cobblestone collection. I like the skins in that collection. I like the Dragon Lures, the chalices. I like the Royal Blue USPS. I like all of them, man. They're good. They're good for trade-ups, yes, and the supply should dwindle over the years. Absolutely. What's your opinion on snakebite cases? I don't like the gloves. So the case is fine, even though... let's just say there are better cases. There are better cases. Yes, snakebite cases can rise. Yes, they're cheap. Yes, money can flow into them and push the prices higher. I just don't feel comfortable putting a lot of money to work there when I can invest in gallery cases, when I can invest in armory items at the moment. Maybe in a couple of months, if Valve decides to get rid of Armory for whatever reason, and there's nothing else to invest in, maybe I'll start taking a look at other assets, other cheap investments. But for now, Armory is king, in my opinion. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Hopefully you guys are finding value from this video. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I meant for a trade up to a Dragon Lore, like a Green Apple Nova, for example, is from Cobblestone. Historically, that's a good skin. I remember buying green apples for like $4 and then selling them for like $9. As long as you enter at a good price, you buy low and you sell high, those are pretty good investments. Sticker capsule Shanghai, is it good? Wait for the sticker sale, my friend. Wait for the sticker sale. Wait for the sticker sale before buying. Thoughts on investing in Mirage 2021 collection consumer grades? You could do that. You could buy some. You really can. But they've already gone up in value. So I would say don't put too much money there. Don't invest a lot of money into Mirage. That would be my recommendation. You can buy some. You can be selective. But that shouldn't be where most of your growth is, if you ask me. I think there are better trends and better cases and cheaper items from newer stuff that you can make more money in the short term. Let's see here. It's the one that the other guy was talking about. There is way too many in circulation. To deplete the supply at a current decay rate, you would need to buy up almost all of the supply yourself. And I think that's what he did. He ended up buying a lot of them. And looks like other people joined him on it too. So... I mean, he has an interesting graffiti. Like, the Salt Shaker is pretty cool. It is a pretty cool graffiti, not gonna lie. It is a meme type graffiti, when you when you win a round and you put some salt on the bomb, it's pretty cool. But I'm not a huge fan of graffitis overall. I really don't invest in graffitis. What about Lin Vision stickers? I like Lin Vision. Lin Vision is beautiful, beautiful bear, beautiful logo. I like Lin Vision. Bro, there is still 20k supply. 50k is the current. It would take 24 years to go all the way to 0. What if they delete them? What if they burn them? What if they burn their investments to push the price higher? They could do that. People burn crypto coins all the time. Listen, man. Like, I'm just saying. Don't discount it. There's always that possibility. Always for cobblestone, chalice is better, or lower items like the MP9 Dark Age. MP9 Dark Age is super expensive. Chalice is higher than the MP9 Dark Age, yeah. For cobblestone, I would go after the ones that look better. So a chalice looks really good. An MP9 Dark Age is also fine, but I would prefer chalice. Check for the market page. There's still 10k listed. Average price between 3 cents. You gotta also look at the volume, Salirian. Look at the volume. See how much are being like sold every day, and then like look at the trends. I low-key feel like some charms could be the next Bayonet Frog patch on a lower scale, but you just need to find them. Exactly. Our goal as investors is you need to find those charms. You need to find the demand. You need to go after some of the charms that have a lot of demand, that a lot of people are using. Do your research, do your homework, and then make selections based off of that. But yeah, that's what I would say. What's the best site to find the latest sale? What do you mean the latest sale? Define sale. Case prices increased in the past month. Do you think it will go down? Dick Stacy, that's a great question. It could go down depending on Valve. If the next big update in a couple of days is a big flop and, you know, people are unhappy with the update, then yeah, case prices could fall in the short term. So you have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful when investing and be prepared. That doesn't mean panic sell. That doesn't mean, you know, get out of your investments. All that means is be prepared. And if it does fall, take advantage of the dip, guys. So I actually did a live stream. If you go to my live live tab here, we did a video growth ahead where I discussed my predictions for 2025, what I think will happen in the short term, which items and skins buying now, you know, early in the, you know, to start the year will do very, very well. So take a look at this live stream that I streamed 6 days ago. Take a look at that after this stream. I'm gonna find the copy link for you guys here. Definitely go check it out. I really hope Armory skins fall because I'm so tempted to buy. Yeah, philosophy, wait, be patient, wait for them to fall and then buy. There's no need to be chasing them higher. Set buy orders, wait for your targets to hit, wait for your price points to hit before buying. My prediction is CS2 will add cash considering the progress. Yep, I agree. Furthermore, CS2 gambling will either A, stay dormant, or B, cause the entire scene to crash. There's a 50-50 chance. I don't think it's going to entirely crash, but I definitely think that that's tough, man. That's tough. I don't know. I'm a little bit more bullish. I think Valve won't let their economy crash. They'll do whatever it takes to preserve their market, preserve their economy, and, you know, do very, very well. Let's see here. Would you recommend buying a lot of lower tier Armory skins or something like Be the Monster when the time is right? When the time is right, I would do the former. I would buy the first. Demi, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, Demi. I'm just doing a little bit of Q&A right now, guys. Last couple of questions. I don't want to make this a super long stream. What do I spend my stars on? At the moment, don't spend your stars on anything. I actually did a YouTube video. I uploaded it a day ago. Highly recommend you guys watch it. How to make thousands in CSGO right now. How to make thousands in quotes, guys. There's potential to make thousands. A lot of people thought that this was just pure clickbait, but if you actually watched the video and read between the lines, I give you guys what could happen, what I expect will happen, and what I am personally doing to maximize my profit. So if you have a bunch of stars, right now there's no point in spending those stars. Be patient. Wait. See in 4 days what happens. I'm telling you right now, as somebody who has played this game for many years, the chance of them removing everything is unlikely. So you'll still be able to buy a gallery case, most likely, in a couple of days. So save your stars. See what happens in 4 days. Maybe they give us an op heat treated, or an AK heat treated, or something even better. I don't know. Just be patient. You don't need to buy right away. You don't need to buy right away. Like, you guys gotta be patient. Are you expecting a new case? Probably not. We're probably not going to see a new case for a couple of weeks, at least. Should I invest in a StatTrak Factory New Vulcan? StatTrak Factory New Vulcans are expensive, low liquidity. There's not a lot of supply. Not a lot of them are changing hands. I would be careful. Would you sell your Bitcoin now? Great question. I'm looking at the technical charts of Bitcoin, and it is looking bad at the moment. We are probably going to retest lower levels, 85K, 75K, 60K, potentially on the table. That being said, I'm a long-term believer in Bitcoin, so I am not selling. But Yeah, it's in a tough spot, my friend. It's in a tough spot. Would you hold Stockholm long term? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I gave up on Stockholm. I was tired of waiting. Supply-wise, Stockholm is a no-brainer investment. It makes a lot of sense. Very low supply. That being said, the demand has just been shocked. Nobody wants to buy Stockholm, and I don't blame them, guys. I don't blame you for not wanting to buy Antwerp, Paris, Copenhagen. There's just too many of the same-looking stickers, so I personally would avoid. I would avoid. Thank you so much for what you do. We are ready for a big gain. I think we're ready for a big gain too. I think that there's still a lot of potential. 2025 has just started, guys. There is money to be made. You just have to be patient, and you have to time it correctly. Be patient. If you take nothing from this video, guys, take this. You have to wait for a good entry point. Wait for dips. Be patient. Be pragmatic, and that would be my recommendation to you. I think bordered stickers have taken over as investments. Some of the older ones, yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you. What's up, Zero? I'm selling some crypto positions to buy back in at a lower price. Yep, Zero. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. That's smart. Danny says, I bought 39 olive polycam AKs for 42 cents. Winter sale. The skin is at least 70 cents right now. Do you think the price will drop? Yeah. Here's the thing, Danny. You could, in the short term, sell a fourth or half of them just to lock in some gains, as long as you're not going to get killed by fees. So be careful with the fees that you're going to sell. Always be mindful of fees, guys. Taxes and fees. Be careful, guys. So you could sell some of them now, and then when the price does fall in a couple of days, you can buy back in at a lower price. It's up to you. I'm not interested in trading because that's way too intricate. I'm not that good of a trader in skins. I'm investing for the long run. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is, so I'll even show you guys here. Like, I'm not selling any of my investments. I'm actually gonna hope that the prices go down and, go back down to the level that I bought these at so that I can buy more. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem if they go down. I have no problem if they go up. I've invested a little bit, and I'll continue to invest even more in the next couple of days. So with that being said, guys, I think that this is a good place to end this stream. I know it was a shorter stream than usual. We'll probably do more live streams in the next couple of days where we'll have more time for Q&A. It's a little bit late, guys, so when I let you guys go out on your way. Do me a favor, guys, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, go watch any live stream you may have missed over the last couple of days. A lot of good content on agents, on ultimate loadouts that you can build, on charms, top charms that I'm personally buying. I explain my charm investments in here. So yeah, go watch those videos. Have yourselves a great rest of your day, chat, and I will see you guys in another live stream. Peace.